Hi guys, I'm here to walk you through Rocket, which is, I think, a super fun assignment. And in this assignment, the purpose of it is to really start to get to know these 6 commands here. Not stretch, but move, copy, rotate, mirror, and scale. So you are given this as your PDF. This is your final a JPEG image. This is what your rocket should end up looking like, and I did leave it as a reference on your file, but you will open up the file and it'll look like this. So with your file open in AutoCAD, you will now need to create your rocket. You're going to have to do move, and I'll walk you through how to do that in a minute. You're going to have to copy the circle so that you have 2 circles. You're going to have to rotate the fins. You have your 2 fins that you need to rotate. You're going to have to scale the top, and then you're going to have to mirror along the bottom. So let's, I'm just going to move over here. I'm going to first show you the move. So I don't know if you've noticed this, but if you click with the left click button on your mouse and go up, your screen turns green, and it's going to collect everything in that green area, and it's a square. If you click and move to the right, it's a blue square, and that's just 2 different ways to select it. Yeah, and so you're going to move, so it tells you to specify the base point. So I'm going to specify, you can click any corner of your square, of your rectangle, and move it just away from everything else so it's not in the way. You could still go as far and move it over to your rocket so everything grayed out. You can't move, but you can see that's where it should be, and that's something that could be helpful. Just for now, I'm going to select it, move, and that's the other thing you can do. If you don't select anything, you can press move, and it's going to ask you to select your objects, and then you press enter, and now it tells you to specify your base point, and then you can move it again. Let's start from the top. So I'm going to need to get my triangle selected. I'm going to move it, and I'm going to move it so that one corner is on the edge, and you're like, oh no, my triangle is too big. What you do is you select it again. I'm going to select all 3 lines, and then I'm going to press scale. And with the scale, you want to press specify the base point. I recommend putting it on whichever corner you added it to. And then now, oh my god, I'm scaling. So you're going to zoom in until you look like you are aligned up with this corner. And look, now top of the rocket looks correct. Let's go ahead and copy. So let's select our circle, and you press copy. You specify the base point so you can really click anywhere. Like if I click even over here, look, I copied another one. And just like that. Just for ease, I'm going to put it in line with it, and then you can copy so many more circles, like ching, 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 ching. But you don't need to, because that's all extra. You only need 2. And then once you've got your circles, you're going to move them. I'm going to move them to the center, and I'm just going to move them somewhere along the center here so that they look like windows. It's the windows for our rocket. So now let's rotate. So you're going to select your fin, and you select rotate. You want to specify the base point. I'm going to do just one of these edges so it's nice and easy. And I want to get it so that it looks like it's 90 degrees. Oops, not quite 90. So I'm going to rotate. Let's go here and have it look like it. I'm going to undo. I'm going to try this top one. There we go. Nope, still not straight lines. Oh, it's not fine. It's going to bother me. So I'm going to undo. I want to escape out of my rotate. Undo. Okay, let's try this corner. There we go. Now I got straight lines. Okay, and then you're going to move it. I would recommend choosing either this one or this one right here. And so that I can put it right on the edge. And then you're going to do that same thing with this corner. Zoom super far in. Get it so that they're straight lines. And move. There we go. So now I have my two fins. And then now I just need my little exhaust parts on the bottom. I'm not a rocket scientist, sorry. So I'm going to select all of that. I'm going to move it. I'm going to select this corner here. I've given you a little guideline to tell you how far off it should be from the corner of your rectangle. So that's the correct placement. And you will need to make sure that you have your midpoint selected for your rectangle. So make sure your object snapping midpoint is on, and that's this little square down here. And, ooh, my picture's in the way, so let me move that. This square here, I come here, I click the little triangle, and I come up here to midpoint. And then I'm going to select my triangle, and I'm going to select mirror. Now, here's where it's important. It tells you to specify the first point of mirror line. And I want to make sure that's the middle of my rocket. And then I can go, oh my gosh, 270 degrees. Then it asks, and then you click. And then it says erase source object. And I say no, because I want that first one to stay. And oh my gosh, I have a rocket. Let's see if it matches. So let's move it. I'll move it by this point so that it matches this point. Look at that! We have an almost matching rocket. My circle's a little off. But other than that, it looks pretty perfect. And that's the point of this assignment. I want you guys to get used to these commands up here. Good luck.